Bro, why you shift like that? I'm confused.
You know what? Okay.
I just saw that too. Come on, man.
Hey y'all, what's up? We are here with Andre. We are here with Kevin, and we are talking about margin of error. So by this time, you guys have seen the first few videos for this poetry project, and we're gonna talk a little bit about that, give you a rundown, you know. So who wants to go first, introducing themselves? Like, what?
Okay, so my name is Andre Sessions, aka Epic Andre. Um, what do born and raised in Omaha, photographer, barely a videographer, but eventually I get to that point. Let's see here. That's about it.
You doing your thing. Don't downplay it. Don't downplay it.
He shot for Vogue, and he over here trying to be humble.
Oh, okay.
That was one shoot. What I'm saying, when it's continuous, then it'll be cool.
Boy, I saw that. I told my coworker, I said, look, I know somebody that shot for Vogue. Okay, talk to me nice. Look at him. Okay.
Nice.
Let him know. My name is Kevin Gabor. Kabuckets is what some people know me by. I'm a photographer and videographer in Omaha, but we international sometimes. So yeah.
Y'all with the humble brag. Homie just got back from Africa.
It's been a couple months now, like 2.
Listen, in COVID time, it was not that long ago.
That's facts.
So it was last week.
Man.
Who are you?
Oh, who am I? My name is Shiloh. Sometimes I go by Lo. I like to sing. I like to songwrite. I like poetry. I love acting. I also love to write poetry. I think that's why we are here. So, let's get into that. This project is called Margin of Error, and I was in a boring math class. I hate math. But I was like, margin of error. That sounds fire. That's gonna be the next title of my EP and my poetry thing, or something like that. But anyway, you get the picture. I was like, this is deep, like margin of error, because sometimes we think about that little possibility of things not going our way, but you just got to live your life. That's where I got that from, in short. Why did y'all want to collab on this project? And it does not have to be an intricate answer, because, I mean, here we are.
I was just chilling one day, and like Kevin hit me up, and he's like, "Yo, can you help me out, please?" And I'm sitting there thinking about I was already thinking about getting my hair cut. So he was like, "Hey, I need what do you say?" He said, "I need another black brother to come do this video shoot, modeling it." And I was like, "Okay, let me get my hair cut real quick." So then I went and got my hair cut. Then I read the poems that once I got there, and I was like, okay, this is dope. This is hella dope. Okay, I messed with it. And then that was about it.
I don't even remember how, to be honest. Shiloh always has like fire poems. So I think one day I was like, why don't you just like record audio for it? And then even if you just put stock footage. So I think we did that a while back. And I was like, it would just be better if we filmed it ourselves. So then we started thinking of ideas and jotting down. I think that's what happened. But I don't remember.
I think that is what happened. I'll be bothering you and texting you the way I do.
I was just like, people are not trying to read. Like, these are fire, but like, people just
you
don't.
already know. Because sometimes my stuff gets a little lengthy, and I was just like, I want to capture people's attention, but I want to do it in a different style. I know people do poetry videos, but I just wanted to put a different spin on it. And then Kevin, he came up with the idea to do some Valentine's Day poems, and that's where all of us came together. So we'll talk a little bit about that. The first poem that everybody got to watch, it was the scenes with me and Andre, and it's actually about self-love. But the way that Kevin shot that video, I was like, no, don't change it. I love that. That's cute. That's fire. You know how he does.
It was
Check him
fire.
out at Kabuckets and check Andre out at Epic Andre, period. The poem's about self-love and self-discovery. I feel like you can't really achieve, you know, what you want to in life without tapping into your potential. And tapping into your potential comes with learning and loving yourself first, taking that time out, and it looks different for everybody.
Yeah, I think like self-love is definitely important. I feel like I've been taking time like myself to like do more like self-learning, self-love like activities. So like back in like September, I I just been on a hiatus from school because I hate it, and it was stressing me out. And so I was like, let me do a flip my schedule. And so I was working too much. I had like 3 different positions and was doing this and that and working with nonprofits. And then I was like, let me just take time for myself. So I started working 2 days a week and had 5 free days to myself. And so that's kind of what I've been doing since September, just to like learn more about myself, do the things I want to do. I guess after reading those poems, it kind of was like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was just familiar feeling, you know.
Mm.
Mm.
I love that for you, man. You really self-advocated for yourself. I wish I would have did that. I drove myself crazy and I tried to go make it through last semester and this semester. Oh my God. It probably would have helped if I had stopped and take a break. But I love that for you. That's inspiring. Kevin?
No, that's fire. I feel like everyone hates school, but like self love in these poems, like I don't know. I feel like just hearing it is like empowering. It's like how are you supposed to love others when you're like neglecting yourself, you know? And you just don't have enough to give. So I think like that made me think, okay, let me do stuff that I actually enjoy too, not just do other stuff for other people.
Man, like when I was writing it, like I just was in a very I was in a tough spot, That line just came to me. That's usually how things come to me when I write. Like something will just be constantly in my head until I write it out and I just like let it flow from there. And it's just like my greatest fear is loving me fully. And you fear that because like I don't know, sometimes you're scared to tap into the potential of what you can do better than just the comfortable or the norm. You're more than that. You got to challenge yourself to come out of that dark place, as much as you can. It's different for everybody, like I said. The second one was Love for You is Real. And that was like finding love after you find yourself, or, you come into your own a little bit. So, I don't know. We don't have to get personal, but I mean, if anybody has any comments about like finding yourself and then dating, or like what this experience has been with for you with the pandemic and dating.
So I got out of like a 2-year relationship. It was off and on, and from like May, then it's in August, October, and January. And so I guess I've been like reading different books. There's like this one gaslighting book that I read. There's this Attached, which is about like relationships in itself in its entirety, and how to like better them, or how to I guess how to better the relationship that you're in, or one for the future. And then there's another one that I read. I'm reading one right now called New Seeds of Contemplation. And so I guess like during the year, in September, when I was like, trying to like go through more self-love activities and spending more time by myself, I guess I just read more how to like on gaslighting, how to battle gaslighting, how to like change your attitudes, and how to really work through connections with other people. And so yeah, I guess it's a tough situation. I guess like relationships are always, they're iffy, they're time tasking. They're worth it if you can make it worth it, but I think that you really can't be in a relationship if you're not putting yourself first. And I feel like we get into situations where some people put the relationship first. You're putting the other person above you, and that's not the best way to go about it, because you end up neglecting yourself, and you end up spiraling out of control during a relationship, and it ends up terrible. And then you are in this rebound thing, and it's just Spend more time with yourself.
Why are you spitting though? Why are you spitting right now? Like, oh my god. Like I was my mom actually recommended Attached to Me too. And I think when you posted the gaslighting book before too, and I screenshotted it. But I think this is confirmation. Like I need to read that because I definitely have experienced that before in relationships. And yeah, you really do have to spend time for yourself with yourself. Valentine's Day is coming up, and for me, I've been single for what, like a year. I think I really just needed this time to like really grow as a person and get to where I need to be. You know, I feel like I'm in a much better headspace and a much better spot. You know, last year on Valentine's Day, I sure took myself to the movies, all dressed up, looked all nice. And, you know, I got at a hotel to myself. It just was like nice to just spend time with me and just really, you got to enjoy your own company and be comfortable with being you. That's where I am right now. So, Kevin,
Yeah, that's
if you want to
okay.
say anything, you don't have to go into anything that you don't want to.
I mean, I'm in a relationship now, but I've had lots of talks with Andre, and this man is just Steve Harvey don't got nothing on him.
Steve
Like,
Harvey.
Not Steve.
this man just got bars. So yeah, I think like I've been. This is like my first relationship that I've been in, and I'm learning a lot about myself. So it's like cool. Like sometimes you're the problem, or like you'll like overthink things, and then it's like literally nothing, but it's like yourself. So I think like that's what I've been learning. Yeah, I think so.
I love that for you. Just like seeing you grow up and, you know, seeing you be who you are and somebody to recognize that, that makes me happy for you. And I love that. I love that for you.
You should ask Andre what he thinks about baddies though, because he has a.
Huh?
So okay,
What?
so Kevin had this thing where he always is like, I gotta find a baddie, I gotta find a baddie. I was
Wait,
like,
this was in the past.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is fast. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is a minute ago. But he's like, I need to find a baddie, need to find a baddie now. I was like, look, you don't have to find somebody that you just find physically attractive.
No. He did not. That's not the words he used.
What? Okay, what I say? Because what I
He
so,
he said
what I
sometimes
say?
ugly people are it. That's how
Oh
you
yeah, okay.
preface
I
this.
said sometimes ugly. Okay, I guess I said ugly people, and then I was like, myself, like this, that. I don't know what I said specifically, but like basically just saying like you can't always put your like 100% into somebody's like physical appearance. There's more to that, obviously, when it comes to relationships. If you're just looking for not even relationship, just whatever, sure, do your thing physically attraction is whatever, but like it's more about like energy, the vibes, it's intellect, spirituality. It's like all those components that make up that Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You need to feel secure. There needs to be like these different things to make it work. And like, if you're like only physically attracted to somebody, that's not gonna last long. It's not gonna like work. And you can't make yourself love somebody just because of how they look. You have to be able to, I guess, be a better version of yourself around that person. I feel like we as people, we don't know who we are because I think we'll never know who we actually are. We've just heightened our traits are just heightened when we're around certain people. Certain people bring out better versions of ourselves, and so you have to find that person that brings a better version of yourself. So Kevin's been doing that. So proud of my man. He grew up. He was talking about, I just got to find a baddie. I was like, nah, man, find a baddie in the mind, man.
I know that's right. I know that's right. No, for real. I love how you mentioned that because I often think about that. I was like, dang, like people know you as different things. And it's kind of like who actually really knows the real you? Like, in relation to what you're saying, not exactly what you're saying. So I thought that's interesting that you say that. I thought something like that similarly. It's like people know you in different facets and areas in your life. And it's kind of like you were saying, like you highlight certain things around certain people. So, wow. Yeah. I love what you said, but I'm not gonna be that person that says not to play devil's advocate. Oh God, no. But anyway, I feel like my problem in the past was that I didn't focus enough on looks. Not to be superficial. Not to be superficial. Like I just like I think mine was coming from like settling because you know, you kind of like sometimes you when you're not ready, your trauma gets in the way. So it's like I kind of had, you know, I had low self-esteem and I kind of was just like accepting any and everything and continuing that. But you know, as I've gotten older and progressed, I just want more for myself and want better for myself. So yes, I'm not saying like looks is everything, but I just wanted to put that out there.
They're important. Yeah, they're important, but don't make it the only thing about it. Yeah, they're important. You know, you gotta be, of course, be physically attracted to the person. You can't be like looking at somebody that you think is ugly, and then you're like, okay, I guess we'll try to make this work. You know, and inside you're like crying when you're laying next.
I want is that well, what is the equivalent of is I see you nephew? What's the equivalent that I could use? Like I want you know what I'm saying? Like match my energy. You know, I didn't glue up. I want somebody that's glowed up too. Okay.
Okay. The energy I see you nephew.
What's the equivalent for me? Like that's him? Okay, Shiloh, you know, like something like, or at least they smile or smirk, you know, because my family, you know, they gonna be like, oh, he alright, you know, or like he whatever, or like, you know, they gonna let me know, like, oh, he ugly, like they'll straight up tell me.
My grandma would say it to you. My grandma was
okay.
You're kind of ugly, yeah. So she said it before. Just say it again.
No, but what I like helped is like, especially when you're younger, you kind of get used to like seeing the media and you like expect a certain like, or you just put too much emphasis on things, especially like being a visual person, like liking art and all that. Sometimes that can be a negative trait, you know, and then you can be like blinded by that. So that perspective helps. Like it has to be a balance.
Oh yes, because you know you don't want to get in a situation like, oh, she a baddie, he fine, you know, and then it's just like, what's up with that mind, honey? I'm writing all of this down because I just came off of this.
You good?
He said it got him saying my number.